Rutgers grad here.
Oh, are you? By the banks of the old Raritan.
I was there the same time you were there. So, hard question, what was your favorite grease truck?
Oh, my favorite grease truck was, let's see if you can complete it, Mr.
Sunshine.
Yes. And I was a fat cat kid.
Yes.
Yeah, man, grease trucks, you know, this was the early form of food trucks. So, state school kids, because none of us had our parents' charge cards, and none of us had like any grub in our refrigerators. Like I go to my MIT students and I see like what they have in their rooms, and it's like, wow. They're like lived like sultans. When we were at Rutgers, people would like steal bread from Brower Commons, you know? And we were like, they're like twin pizzas on 2 slices of bread. You know? So, yeah, man. And, you know, grease trucks kept us alive. The best part about being at Rutgers in those years was that this was back in the day when state schools were still like Ivies. A Rutgers student in 1992 might not have been as well educated as, say, a Princeton or Harvard student, but they could still compete. The inequality and disparity hadn't grown so immense. The average state school kid now is been so stressed and denied classes and forced to be in classes with 300 kids that it's almost unfair. Yeah. Oh, Rutgers. Yeah. Vona. What's up, my Vona? Wait. They're talking up front, Vona, the Voices Workshop, which I co-founded and teach in. It's been every year in Berkeley. We have a summer writer workshop. Yeah, just look up Voices Workshop, and it'll tell you all about it. Come on, let's get 2 or 3 more, and we're out.
So I read an article that I think that you wrote about when you were writing either Drown or Oscar Wilde, and how it was just so difficult for you, and that you stopped writing at one point, and you thought that you would never write again. So I guess my question is, was that anyway similar to writing this book, or was it completely different? Like, how was this experience?
Yeah, my interlocutor mentioned that I had written a small essay about the difficulties of writing and how I am certainly, anyone who's an artist here, you want to take comfort, take it from me. Yeah, if you feel bad about your art, come and hang out with me, you'll feel good. Yeah, it took me 11 years to write my first book, a novel called Oscar Wilde. It took me 16 years to write this. Yeah, 16 years, for real. And I was working, like writing the whole time. I guess all I can say is that most of us, again, to return to my old saw, most of us have been convinced that the arts is just a new form of capitalist expression, which is to say that the arts should be on the widget-making schedule. And most of us feel that if we're not producing at the level of machines, that we're not good artists. And I guess I'm kind of here to tell you that if you find your art very difficult, and if you are someone who is very slow in producing your art, you are not doing anything wrong. There is nothing wrong with you if it's taking you 20 years to be the artist you need to be. There's nothing, you are doing nothing wrong. And some of us, myself included, are actually talented at things we find unbearably difficult. But we live in a society where that's not possible. If you find something unbearably difficult, that translates into you suck. But that's not true. Many of us have enormous talents, but because we don't tolerate that we might find these things very, very difficult, we don't pursue them. Yeah? But I'm here like to tell you, my brothers and sisters, that if you find something very difficult, usually it means because you're trying to do something very, very new. And new is the essence of art. I never met an artist who said, I want to write Moby Dick. Motherfucker, we wrote it. 2 more. Come on, gangy gang gang. Oh, we'll go to the